Hello, my beautiful people. Good afternoon. I didn't do a morning video. My morning was actually freaking crazy, honestly. So, y'all, I thought I actually had to work today. Thank God I didn't have to. I didn't have to go to work today. But that was just, we found that out later. So what happened was, we get up, we thinking we gotta get ready to go to work, so we got ready, whatever. I was actually running a little bit behind, which was getting on my nerves. But I was I didn't have as much energy this morning, and I had to get up early because I had to be to work at 6. So I was already like, oh my gosh, I have to get up, I have to go to work, whatever. Why, when I get to my car, somebody had went through my car, y'all. Somebody had went through my car. So just to top it off, I was already running late, mind you. Already running late, and then somebody goes through my car. I was so annoyed. I'm like, this is unreal. This is unreal. I did still manage to stay calm. I was definitely annoyed, but I always try to think about, whether my thoughts are making everything worse or whether they're making things better. And I was really just trying to stay in a neutral space. Like, no, it's not gonna be rainbows and sunshines and stuff, but the situation's already what the situation is. Like, I'm not gonna make myself feel worse about it. So I was on my way. I'm like, let me just keep going because I gotta go to work. I call my job to let them know I'm gonna be running late, and then they're like, you don't work today. Yo, God was definitely looking out for me, for real. I was so grateful, because like I said, I thought I had to go to work, and then I was blessed and I didn't. So I really just cleaned up my car, because it wasn't like they took anything from in my car except for my change. I had some money or whatever, so they took that. But all I was thinking was, you know what, they needed it more than I did, and I'm grateful that nothing that I genuinely needed was taken. So but anyway, you know why I'm here. I was here to give y'all a little update about how my morning was going. But now we're gonna get into of course, the conversation part where we talk about growth and being present or some type of self-improvement or development thing. So one of the things I was thinking about was the fact that it could be really hard sometimes for us to face challenging things in our lives and really just sit with it, because most of the time it's easier to use a distraction or something rather than actually dealing with whatever the problem is, or processing it and accepting the circumstance, because some of the things we can't actually find solutions to. Some of the things we just have to accept them, but that's also a big part of it. So I was thinking about that. I was thinking about the fact that some people really do have a hard time with processing what it is that they're going through, and they use other resources as a way to help them. So if they're going through something and it's hard, they'll drink. Or if they're going through something and it's hard, they'll smoke. Or if they're going through something and it's hard, they'll use distraction or have people around. But then what happens is, when you're really sitting by yourself and you're in your own space, and it's I can't deal with this, it makes it impossible. It makes you go and run after those things again. But one of the things that I am encouraging you guys to do is really take time to sit with yourself. It's important to be able to be in your own space and sit with your thoughts and process them and take your time, because you are your biggest investment. So if you're running away from yourself, you're never going to be able to deal with other people the way you should. And so, take it slow. It's not one of those things that is an easy process. I think for a long time, I felt like it was an easy process for people because I knew how to do it. But just because it's something that you know how to do doesn't mean that everybody knows how to do it. And even in knowing how to do it, I still take time, to actively practice it and like strengthen it. So I'm just, telling you guys, like, it's important for you to say, all right, who is the person that I genuinely want to be? And like, where am I at right now? Because that's one of the things that causes discord in people. There's a lot of different things that can cause problems within yourself, but it's literally like taking it step by step. Like, okay, let's start off with what I'm eating or where I'm living or my family or my friends. Like, you just have to go through things piece by piece and try to have a better understanding of what it is that you're dealing with and what it is that you have to do in order to put yourself in a better space. I just hope that makes sense, because I know, like I said, I know that a lot of people use distraction and all these other things in order to help themselves through challenging situations. And sometimes the thing that you have to do is just sit with it, whether you're using journaling or whatever, or whether you're going to God with it and just taking your time going over it. It's just important for you to do what you know needs to be done and not act like it doesn't exist, because you're really just running from yourself your whole life, and you're not really giving yourself a fair chance. And it's like, we really want to give ourselves fair chances in life and fair chances at being honest with ourselves instead of acting like things don't exist. But that was my little spew. If you know what I'm saying, if you know where I'm coming from, comment down below. Like I said, I definitely take my time to just be in solitude and like go over different things and try to figure things out within myself. And I hope that you guys would do that eventually. Even if it's something that you know is hard, then there you go. Now you know where to start with that. Like, why do you think it's hard for you? And how do you think you can work towards, getting comfortable with it? Because ultimately, it's a learning process. Most of the things that we do in life, we have to learn. And that also includes this. If it wasn't something that your family supported or really encouraged you to do, of course it's not going to be something that you want to do. Of course it's not going to be something that you're comfortable with. But like I said, it doesn't mean it doesn't have to be done. So if you know what I'm saying, comment down below. Like I said, and like I'll continue to say, if you don't want to go deep and stuff like that, just comment a heart so I know that you're there, right? I want to see this is a community I'm trying to build, right? I want to encourage and support, and we're working on growth and progression. So if that sounds like you, then you're in the right space. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you know when I post my next video. And I'll see you guys later.